Unmasked: Epstein girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell's role in sex crimes. Partners in crime: how Maxwell acted as Epstein gatekeeper, fixer. Ghislaine Maxwell: her dark past, conviction, and what lies ahead. Ghislaine Maxwell, a former British-American socialite, occupies a central and deeply troubling place in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. Born on December 25, 1961, in Maison Lafitte, France, Maxwell was the youngest child of Robert Maxwell, a powerful and controversial British media tycoon, and Elizabeth Betty Maxwell, a Holocaust scholar. Her childhood unfolded in extraordinary wealth and influence, but it was also marked by trauma. According to a memoir by her mother, Maxwell was largely neglected in early childhood following a devastating accident that left her teenage brother in a coma until his death. She later became her father's favorite child, growing up amid elite political and social circles in Britain. Court records and historical accounts show that the family lived in lavish estates, hosted influential figures, and moved comfortably among global power brokers. After studying at Oxford University, Maxwell entered the world of high society and business tied to her father's media empire. That world collapsed in 1991 when Robert Maxwell died after falling from his yacht under mysterious circumstances. Subsequent investigations revealed he had looted hundreds of millions of dollars from pension funds, destroying the family's reputation and finances. In the aftermath, Maxwell relocated permanently to New York, where she soon met Jeffrey Epstein. According to prosecutors, Maxwell and Epstein became romantically involved in the early 1990s and remained closely linked for decades. Epstein benefited from Maxwell's social connections, gaining access to wealthy and influential individuals, while Maxwell regained financial security and status. Prosecutors said Maxwell acted as Epstein's gatekeeper and fixer, managing staff, arranging travel, and, crucially, recruiting underage girls for sexual exploitation. An FBI agent testified before a grand jury in 2019 that victims described Maxwell as behaving like a cool older sister, reassuring them that sexual acts were what grown-ups do. According to that testimony, Maxwell was often present during the abuse or waited nearby. Law enforcement later recovered items, including a schoolgirl outfit from Epstein's New York mansion, corroborating survivor accounts. During Maxwell's 2021 trial, federal prosecutors presented testimony from multiple survivors who described how Maxwell groomed them as teenagers, normalized sexual abuse, and facilitated encounters with Epstein. Epstein's 2008 plea deal in Florida, widely criticized as overly lenient, did not end Maxwell's involvement, prosecutors said. Although she retreated from public life after Epstein's conviction, civil lawsuits filed starting in 2015 accused her of continued participation in trafficking and grooming. After Epstein's death in 2019, Maxwell went into hiding before being arrested by the FBI in New Hampshire in July 2020. Since her conviction, Maxwell has repeatedly sought to overturn or reduce her sentence. In court filings, she has argued that new evidence and alleged juror misconduct deprived her of a fair trial. Federal courts have rejected those claims, and in October 2025, the U.S. Supreme Court declined to hear her appeal. The Justice Department has maintained that the verdict was supported by overwhelming evidence. Recent developments have renewed attention on Maxwell amid the release of Epstein-related files under new transparency laws. According to court documents and statements from her attorneys, Maxwell has been interviewed by senior Justice Department officials and subpoenaed by Congress. Her transfer from a low-security prison in Florida to a minimum-security camp in Texas has fueled public speculation, though federal authorities have offered no explanation beyond standard Bureau of Prisons procedures. Prosecutors have consistently argued that Maxwell remains uniquely positioned to reveal the full scope of Epstein's network. Survivors and advocates say her conviction represents accountability, but also a reminder of institutional failures that allowed abuse to continue for decades. As Epstein-related records continue to emerge, Maxwell's role remains a stark symbol of how power, privilege, and complicity enabled one of the most notorious sex trafficking operations in today's world. Maxwell was convicted in December 2021 by a federal jury in New York on multiple counts related to the sex trafficking of underage girls for Epstein, the disgraced financier who died by suicide in jail in 2019. In June 2022, she was also sentenced to 20 years in prison, a punishment that prosecutors said reflected her critical role in facilitating years of abuse.